I really love the song "Come Boldly." Just personally, for me, just it's a beautiful reminder of all that Jesus had accomplished, and He gave us access to the Father, to the High Priest. And with that access, the word says in Hebrews 4:16 to now come boldly to the throne of God. And there we receive His mercy and His grace. And just understanding that as believers, it's not about getting right, but it's about running to Him without fear, coming with your cares, coming with your worries, coming with your hurt, coming with your mistakes and frustrations. And in exchange, He gives us His mercy, His grace, His love, His peace, His strength. And so just remembering, as children of God, He is our Father. And boldly we come to Him.
And Jesus wants that, which means that the enemy wants the opposite.
Yes.
He wants shame and guilt to keep you away from the throne. And so He wants you to go, oh, you can't go to the throne with that. I mean, that's a little too much. And Jesus is saying, hey, come as you are. I've seen it. I haven't sinned, and I've satisfied the wrath of God for you. You don't have to do it. And so that's just got to be a reminder that we just keep going no matter what. To the throne room.
I think it's encouraging too, because He's just saying, the pressure's been removed. I've made a way. I've already paid the price. I've done everything. And without that, you wouldn't be able to have this access. But because of my sacrifice, because of what I've done, the pressure's off. Just show up. Just come. Just be with me. Just make your request known to God. Like you said. And so I think that's encouraging, just to know that we don't, like the bridge says, we don't have to be afraid.
No.
We can run to
He
you.
made it easy.
Knowing that
He made
we're
it
His
easy for
children,
us.
knowing that He's for us.
That's good.
And that you're worthy. And you're righteous before Him and blameless.
Boldly I come to your throne. Here are my cares. I know you care. I
I love the song "Welcome the King." I remember even when we first started working on it in the studio, we always felt like this energy about it, and I even just love the theme of it. I'm very visual, so I think of when I hear the chorus, "Welcome the King of Heaven, welcome Him." I think of when Jesus rode into the city, what that atmosphere must have felt like, Him just being welcomed in, But it's a very powerful song on top of being, fun and dancey. But there's a verse in Hebrews 12, in verse 20, it says, "Therefore let us be grateful for receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Let us offer to God acceptable worship with reverence and awe, for our God is a consuming fire." And that's what the bridge is saying, your word we won't refuse. God, fire, come and consume, burn everything that's not of you. He's looking for people that will burn for Him, and He's looking for things that aren't lining up with Him to just purify with His holy fire. And but also knowing that when we draw near to Him, He draws near to us. And so when we're singing that, welcome His presence, when we do that, His presence fills the room and He fills us.
Yeah, I think about the line, He's returning to make all things new. And that's like a future hope that we can hold on to. And it is that balance between it being a happy, dancey song and then saying things like, "You're going to return, you're going to burn us with fire, consume us." But these are all good things that we can't let fear, distract us from what Jesus is going to do one day when He comes again. He will make all things new. All the things that we're feeling right now, all the frustrations that we're feeling, the things that are happening in the world, our hope is that Jesus is going to make it all right one day.
Yeah.
Kingdom that will not be shaken. There is a people that will not be moved. There is an army that'll rise with you. There is a promise that is everlasting. There is a firm truth that will never fade. There is a longing for that day. Your word, my God, still remains. Yeah. Welcome the King of Heaven. Welcome His presence in the room. And every heart is calling out to you. Welcome the Holy Spirit. We know our God is on the move. And every heart is coming after you. There is a witness in the clouds above us. There is a moment we will welcome you. You are returning to make all things new. Welcome the King of Heaven. Welcome His presence in the room. And every heart is calling out to you. Welcome the Holy Spirit. We know our God is on the move. And every heart is coming out to you. Welcome again. Your word we will not refuse. Come, fire, consume, burn everything that's not of you. Your word we will not refuse. Come, fire, consume, burn everything that's not of you. Your word we will not refuse. Come, fire, consume, burn everything that's not of you. Your word we will not
So when we started working on Still My Mind, it made me just reflect on different types of peace. And so there's, the Psalm 23 leads me beside still waters. It's like a rest type peace, and we all need that. We need a retreat. We need to be able to, go into a nice field somewhere or go into the mountains and retreat. But there's also this example of an active peace where in the Gospels and Mark, Jesus is in the boat and the storms are happening, everything's just falling apart. There's thunder and lightning and all the distractions that come with that. And Jesus stands up and he rebukes the storms and he just calls for peace. He says, "Peace, be still." And the disciples are amazed. They're just going like, who can even do this? But everything that Jesus does is like an example of things that we can do. Like that same power is in us to be able to do that. And then I think about this third type of peace that just comes out of nowhere, and maybe you're not in a retreat place, and maybe you've tried to be really active and that doesn't seem to work, but then this peace just hits you, and it's a peace that surpasses all understanding. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that makes sense about it, and I just think how amazing it is that all this peace is available to us.
Yeah. I mean, we talked even earlier about just like ways to find that peace, and I know for us always leading worship, we're always having to fully engage. And so the moments where I find, at least where I don't have to do that, and I can just almost just sit and listen to worship music or be a part of an experience where I'm not having to lead, I find that the more that I try and sing the songs, I find that the less I'm really engaging. And I've always loved that, just be still. That thought of just being still. And being still and quiet, I think, are two different things. So you can be quiet and your mind can still be racing, but like really being still and letting worship just wash over me and let it just kind of almost be that that releases, tension, releases all that stuff that's kind of inside, and let the word just wash over.
Yeah.
Why is my flesh so weak? All this anxiety, pressure mounting from the deep within. I don't know the words to speak. It's overwhelming me. The walls inside my mind are caving in, and I need your peace. Still my mind, peace come alive. I need your holy presence. I need a resurrection. Still my mind, peace come alive. I need your holy presence. I need a resurrection. Need you to walk with me, mount up on eagle's wings. I'm soaring on the winds you bring with you. You give me the words to speak, and you will be my peace. I'm calling on the hope I have in Him. Still my mind, peace come alive. I need your holy presence. I need a resurrection. Still my mind, peace come alive. I need your holy presence. I need a resurrection. Oh, I need your presence, like I need the air I breathe. Oh, I need it. Peace come, quiet my soul. I will be still and trust in you, Lord. Oh, come and anchor my soul. I will stand firm and worship you, Lord. Oh, I need your peace, Lord, that passes understanding. And I need your presence, like I need the air I breathe. When I don't see the way, your grace will sustain. When I don't understand, and that's when your peace steps in. When I don't see the way, oh my God, your grace will sustain me, I know. And when I don't understand, oh, that's when your peace steps in, yeah. And peace comes, quiet my soul. I will be still and trust in you, Lord, and hold